What's up, Whoopers? It's Vice here, and hey, today I'm looking at this Blastoise deck that I played all the way to Arceus rank this ranked season. So this deck has been around for a while. This Blastoise EX was printed in the 151 set, and it's an idea that's continued to be iterated on and played in various tournaments. Recently, this deck saw success in a Japanese tournament, which I'll link to in the description, and it's been powered up with a few new tricks from the last couple of sets. Notably, we've got Budew here, and Budew has been a very, very interesting card, has inspired a lot of conversation online about how good it is and whether it's going to be very impactful. I've had people in the Twitch chat telling me that it should be banned. Personally, I think that it's a fantastic addition to the metagame, really quite good. Very good at smoothing out bad starts with decks and trying to make up for lost time when draws don't sort of go your way. It's really quite good at slowing down your opponent. Back to Blastoise itself. Blastoise is a very hefty 330 HP Stage 2 EX Pokemon. It's got an ability that makes it so it takes 30 less damage from attacks, and Twin Cannons is a very formidable attack, just 2 Water Energy. You discard up to 2 basic Water Energies from your hand, and this attack does 140 damage for each card you discarded in this way. So what's really quite interesting about this deck is that you get to play an aggressive early game by making use of Palkia VSTAR, which has been around for quite a while now. Our F-Block VSTAR water Pokemon that says it does 60, and this attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's. And Star Portal is a fantastic ability. You get to attach 3 Water Energy cards from your discard pile to Water Pokemon any way you like. So it helps you have an aggressive early game while moving forward with your energy attachments to your bench to be able to power up your Blastoise for the late game. Right, so early game attacks with the Palkia V-Star, and then you transition into big damage with Twin Cannons on Blastoise EX. Amongst your tricks here, you've got the fantastic Pidgeot EX in order to use Quick Search to get the combo pieces that you need. The ever-present Radiant Greninja, just fantastic draw option. And also Moonlight Shuriken is here to provide early pressure if the opportunity arises. Fezandipiti for draw, and a Starmie here, also from 151. Its ability, Mysterious Comet. During your turn, put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, and if you placed any counters in this way, discard this Pokemon on all attached cards. So it's an extra way in order to help you reach certain damage thresholds to be able to get those one-hit KOs with your Blastoise EX. And even with the Palkia V-Star attack, it can be quite a nice combo if there's no bench shenanigans in play with Area 0. Subspace Swell with 2 full benches maxes out at 260, so that Mysterious Comet could get you to the Regidrago knockout, for example. On the items and trainers side of things, it's a lot of the typical cards, but the interesting ones that I'll draw attention to are, first of all, Energy Retrieval, to put the Water Energies in hand for you to be able to then use Blastoise EX's attack at max damage. We've got a couple of interesting stadiums. So Gravity Mountain, which came out in Surging Sparks, reduces Stage 2 Pokemon HP by 30. So it's an option that's available to you in order to bring down the total HP of some of the big HP Pokemon out there, like your Charizard, like your Dragapult, like your Gardevoir EX. And so between Gravity Mountain and Mysterious Comet, you can go for a KO that way. Calamitous Snowy Mountain has a similar impact on the game by way of damaging your opponent's Pokemon if they attach energy cards from their hand to one of their basic non-water Pokemon. Okay, so it can do damage to Teal Mask Ogapon or Regidrago V before it evolves, etc. So an interesting trainer to play around. And then Maximum Belt here is a fantastic option to just give Blastoise access to the power it needs to be able to one-hit KO an opponent's Stage 2 EX. So 9 Water Energy here to facilitate all the water requirements in the deck between the attacks and Radiant Greninja. So I've got a game coming up to show you how to play this deck. If you enjoyed this deck profile if you enjoy seeing decks that are a little bit different. Maybe consider subscribing to me on YouTube. Or follow me on Twitch, where I'm live multiple nights a week. I'd love to see you there. Alright, thanks all. Take care. Cheers. There has to be a way to deal with it, though. You have to put down 2, because if they've got Cloth, you lose with 1 Pokemon. So let's run it again. And let's make them show that they know what they're doing next time before we scoop. Okay, we get to run back the matchup, or at least a matchup featuring Dragapult. Armaze, you were asking what's good to climb with. As it happens, probably Dragapult. But I imagine Lugia's got a good matchup here too. Everyone loves Pult. Yeah, it's getting a bit old. That is for sure. So we like Vessel here, right? Wait, no Vessels? We got 1 Vessel. So what do I want then? I don't even know what I want here. I don't know what I want. Maybe I just take a candy and put it in hand. Nope, I already have a candy. Let's take an Ultra Ball and put it in hand. That seems fine. Greninja, Buddy Poffin. We're going to take a second Squirtle and a Budew. Vessel, discard a water, add 2 waters to the hand. Actually, I really need a Palkia, but not this one. Treat. I really need to put down Palkia. Okay, worst case scenario, I'm attacking with Palkia VSTAR next turn, which is fine. That's fine. I could also be going for Moonlight Shuriken. Yeah, when you see that acronym BDIF, usually just referring to whatever the best deck is at the moment. Good morning to you, Sebo. Sebo, you were in the tournament on Friday, right? Did you have a good time in the tournament? So, let's have a think here. Our opponent threw us a bone. Actually, we can absolutely ruin their day here. Because we can just go Irida. They might scoop this. They might just be like, nope, see you later. Punished for not putting Manaphy down. I can even just get a little bit greedy here and not set things up, because I really like all the cards in my hand at the moment. I don't want to discard any of them with Ultra Ball. And then we attach to the Palkia. And it's like, for the rest of the game, it's very important that we continue attaching at a reasonable pace. Put the belt on the Budew. That evokes a very amusing image. I prefer the hero's cape on the Budew. I like the hero's cape. You liked it, but you had to go for lunch? Oh, so you didn't get to play out your games. Yeah, scooping to mean conceding early comes from, you know, the idea of like way back in the day. It's like when you lose a game of over the table, like gameplay, IRL play, playing against somebody else with real cards, you like scoop up your cards and be like, well, I give up, or like I've lost this game. Ooh, that's not good. Wait, we've still got a Switch though in the deck. We still got a Switch, so we'll be alright. But of course I can't. But what we can do, yeah, I can't switch because of Budew. But what I can do is just go straight into Blastoise here, no problem. No problem. I should probably take and hold on to Candy. Just in case we get one of the other pieces of the puzzle here. Them bringing up the Wartortle is pretty annoying. Not gonna lie. But we can be annoying too. We'll just do this. And we'll see if they commit to the Budew. If they commit to the Budew, that is a bit unfortunate for us. We'll see. Ceruledge with Ho-Oh? I'm not Ho-Oh V? Okay. That's kind of funny. You like, so like what? Are you trying to like Ho-Oh V on turn 2 when you wouldn't normally be able to attack? That's interesting. If they keep going with the Budew, that would be a bit unfortunate. And that also seems like they're probably going to go for that route. If we happen to top deck... If they... So if they Itchy Pollen, yeah, there's not a lot we can do about it, but... I suppose we'll see. A Water Energy would have let us go for a 2-hit KO on the Budew. That could have been nice. Could have also just gone into our own Budew and Itchy Pollen them. Yeah, a bit unfortunate Wartortle has 2 retreat costs, but probably fair for a turtle to have a heavier retreat. Seems like good logic. Okay. Still got a Candy in hand. We've got a Water Energy to work with now. I probably want to force the issue, right? By running away. Let's at least make it so they can't play items. Alright, we've got the Budew tempo here. We've got the first attack. It would also be ideal if Budew gets knocked out while it's in the active. We want it to be taking the brunt of like a 200 damage attack if we can. Now, our board, our bench is looking okay. What's really unfortunate for us is our opponent is likely... They're likely going to attack with Dragapult, and if I, you know... I would assume that Pidgey is going to get knocked out. Which would be unfortunate. But not a lot we can do there. A Water Energy is good. It might be an attach. Yeah. I'm not trying to put anything in hand, but I want to be ready to attack. So I'm going to put it on the Blastoise EX. I'm sort of angling for that to be my threat against a Dragapult. I'm also hoping that Solid Shell messes up their math enough. Because they might miscalculate with the Dusknoir. We'll see what they decide to do. Maybe they just knock out the Squirtle here with Dusclops, which... yeah, that'd probably be alright. It's not great, but... $250 with her OV on turn 2 sounds pretty good, Sebo. You want a good Cyclizar deck, TCK? So I kept seeing, like, the odd tweet or whatever from players like... I want to say Azul had posted a picture of, like, ready for, like, the next regionals, and he had, like, Cyclizar in the lineup of cards. Alright. Boom. Let's see if Pidgey survives. Let's see if Pidgey survives. It certainly would be ideal for us. Not holding my breath. It would be fantastic if my opponent didn't just go Dragapult, knockout, knockout. But who knows? Because, of course, the tricky thing with Blastoise is not only do you need the energy on Blastoise itself, but you also need the energy in hand to be able to do anything with Blastoise. Palkia is quite good at enabling it, but you can see, like, how this early game has been dragged out thanks to a few cheeky plays, Budew, and, yeah, just hanging tight, hanging on for the Dragapult here. They're going to really... They could take 3 prizes here and take the lead, which is a bit unfortunate for us, but we'll see. It would... Okay, so, like, the one risky thing for them is if they do use up the Dusclops. Bro. Are you kidding me? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. How did they do this? They've got 2? 2 Budgie? Gosh. Okay, Blastoise won't take damage from the Budew. Okay? Won't take damage. Give me Roxanne. That is not Roxanne. Do not need to play the Irida either. Like, I could play it to thin the deck, I guess. Something like this, maybe. Okay, I know Staryu might be a bit of a game loser for us, but I'm angling for the 20 damage onto this plus Gravity Mountain. The dream. Dude, what are we doing here? That's a lot of HP, TCK. What awful deck are you playing at locals? This, Blastoise. Is it finally time for Meowscarada? What awful deck. Regigigas with Baxcalibur. Just a Gigas deck with Bax or your energy acceleration of choice. And just go to town. I know, Zenny. Meowscarada seems like it should be so good in theory, but in practice, it's like kind of tough. Although, I wonder if you could just go like a Budew-centric Meowscarada deck and spam damage counters with the ability. It's far worse than that. Damn, Meowscarada is bad. And not in a good way. No! Meowscarada. You were supposed to check the Charizard, but... Ah. Energy Search Grafaiai. That's beast. Safeguard Espeon. How much damage does Espeon do? Because that's an interesting thing about it. It does like a reasonable chunk of damage. Compared to... And like, you could do something like put Maximum Belt on it. Yeah, imagine...
They're doing what their hearts
Espeon
command.
doing 150 a turn.
We can't interfere.
Hi, Raiders. Hello, Kate. Hi, Crumbreon. How are you? What were we playing, Crumbreon? More Phasmo?
Skill issue.
Ooh. Took the bait. Took the bait. We might be able to one-shot this. And if we one-shot it, they won't be able to use the Dusknoir. So it starts like this. We go Candy to Pidgeot. Yeah. Yeah, and we can go like Maximum Belt route. Yeah, we can go Maximum Belt to get the KO. Switch is good. Boom. So we're going to put 2 energy in hands. Okay. And then, like, do we want... We probably don't need Fezandipiti. But what would we want on the bench? Maybe nothing. Maybe we don't want to give them a way back into this game. There's, like, a few different ways to slice this turn, but... I think the simplest way is just Maximum Belt. We don't want to get too fancy. And I don't think I'm trying to put another Squirtle into play. I don't think it's sort of required at this stage. So we just do this. Boom. And then we go Twin Cannons. Hope you've got an answer for getting one-shots. Bye, Dragapult! Nice to see you. Goodbye. So nice to have you around, Dragapult. Go away now. Go away now. Bye-bye. Use this. This will help you win, for sure. That will help you win. Definitely. Yes! Yes, dude. That was a good game of Blastoise. We held on. We had the Budew duel. We got to use Blastoise right at the very end. Twin Cannons, Maximum Belt. It required a bit of patience. And we got through it. And we decimated their board. They wouldn't have been able to one-shot the Blastoise. So unless they had some, I don't know, form of shenanigans to try and like take down the Pidgeot, it's quite likely we would have been able to just knock out 2 multi-prize Pokemon in a row. Well, at that point, we only had to knock out a single prize Pokemon. So, yeah, the writing was probably on the wall. Anyway, that'll probably make its way onto YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next live streamer video. So take care and cheers.